What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 4 of rebuilding the motor. So as you guys saw in the last episode, we unboxed the new motor and did the valve clearances on the left head. Off camera, I did a bunch of measuring, went and got what should hopefully be all the new valves for this cylinder, except for the exception of cylinder 2's intake valves. Those old shims that I had in there were too big, so I couldn't even get a measurement. So I went and bought the smallest shim Subaru had and just retook the measurements off camera of that. So we're gonna pop all these new shims in on camera or off camera, remeasure this cylinder head, and then we're gonna get going into the right cylinder head so we could do all of this again. Guys, I can't stress how important it is to take notes. Build once, measure 1,000 times. Take notes. These are all the part numbers for all the shims, all the sizes for the Subaru, but take notes. I can't stress it enough. It's super important, and if you fuck up, make a new one. Start all over. And just make notes. But all you gotta do on these FA20s is take an old shim, right? Take a pair of calipers, here's an old shim right here. Take a pair of calipers, measure the shim like this. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Probably not. But measure the shim like that, and then release it, flip it over so that the side that goes on the valve is face up, and then take the butt end of your calipers, put it in the shim, and then take the first measurement you get, subtract it with that measurement, and you will get the thickness of your shim to then use later once you measure all of the clearances with your old shims, right? And you get the thicknesses of your old shims. You then take it and you use this equation, okay? You use your measured clearance, subtract it by your specified clearance. So your measured clearance minus specified clearance. So in my case, those are my specified clearances. Yours may be different. But measured clearance minus specified clearance plus the old shim size. And then that will get you new shim size. So again, measured clearance minus specified clearance plus old shim size equals your new shim size. So as you see, this is the measured clearance on exhaust valve 1, cylinder 2. This is the measured clearance I got. Subtract it by the clearance I want, which was this. This was the only valve. I got the clearance I needed. And then add it by the thickness or the size of the old shim. And you will get the size of the new shim you need to then get that specified clearance. Pretty simple, but take notes. Can't stress it enough. You gotta take notes. All right, guys, so we finally got the left head done for the valve clearances, and head gaskets finally came in. Been waiting for these for a month because they've been on back order. But as you see, I got the 0.78 millimeter thick ones because my cylinder heads have been machined too many times, so we need a thicker gasket to keep up that compression. But let's get the long block installed, so heads on the short block, and then continue measuring the right head valve clearances. Alright, as you guys can see, the long block is assembled. Now, let's carry on figuring out the valve clearances for the right head, because we already did them for the left. And we are running ARP head studs in here. I guess this is a good time to give you all a better look. The dual spring. So as you guys will see in the time lapse, I'm trying to get the cam carrier on the right head, which this won't come off and this won't come off, but I'll get these off. But I go to put the cam carrier on the head. It turns out the old dowel's still stuck in the head. So now I gotta get that out. So, as you guys just saw, we just finished measuring the clearances on the right head. I'm going to order up all the new shims and stuff to hopefully get us to the clearances we need. And then we'll double check them, double check the left head again just to be safe. And then we'll probably call it a wrap on this episode. So, see you guys in the next one. And just remember, guys, if you ever are doing this stuff at home, make sure you follow all of the specifications that you are provided, whether you're buying camshafts, springs, so on and so forth. Follow all the specs, and if you can, make sure you can get access to a service manual so you can follow that stuff step by step. Don't just wing this stuff. It'll end up costing you a lot of money. And remember, measure 1,000 times, build once. But with that being said, we're going to end it here. Peace.